Are there any bolts on the back here? Man, I don't know. I almost feel like we have to take the car off the... You said, oh my God, I'm a good driver. Straswa says hi, Seth.
Oh, I said hi.
He can hear you.
Hi.
You said hi. Seth's voice got like 2 octaves deeper over the last 2 weeks. He's like, hi.
Okay.
Well, that's because you're not big enough yet. He's still little.
Shut up.
Slowly getting bigger. Gene Hackman, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really bad with I'm really bad with people's names in general. My friend Tim is always like, hey, like he'll say somebody's name from church. Hey, so and so, and I'm like, picture it didn't happen. Dang it. Well, I have to get to the gearbox first to see what'll pop off with all that stuff loose. Let's see. Yeah, animated movies are taking over real life movies. It depends on the subject matter.
Because all the freaking, you know why that is? Because all the freaking human movies now are like superhero movies.
Superhero movies, I know.
It's getting
I
freaking boring.
hate it. I hate superhero movies. Does the whole motor have to come out? I really don't want to take the whole motor out. Dang it. You said I'm not the only one awful with names, Arnold. See, the problem is if I just can't pop it loose. I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to start getting in depth here and start. I really don't want to pull all this stuff off, but I think I'm going to have to. Yeah, thanks, Jared. Well, they didn't have the flywheel when I was building the engine. It's a part that they just added. I think I'm gonna have to take the whole freaking. My toolbox is down there. I don't know why my guy's in tippy toe mode, but let's see. Take the tools out. So we're gonna disconnect maybe these will do it. If I take it off I take off these what's it's and disconnect the thingamajigger. I want to take off the it lightens the car. A racing flywheel will make the car a lot lighter and therefore make it faster. True story. A lot of sports cars, that's one of the first things they do is they start messing with the transmission and get rid of the flywheel because it's going from steel to probably like aluminum. Okay, gotta take that off. And I think it also can provide like a faster shifts possibly, but for sure it lightens the car. And the flywheel's like I said, it's a super heavy piece of the car. So, Vetter's Life, welcome aboard. Can I get it out yet? Let's see. Will it pop out? Nope. So it's completely disconnected from our drivetrain. Possibly tracer. It's kind of frightening. I know they're talking about wanting to put people in computers like... If you don't want to actually have a body, you can just be in a computer for the rest of your life.
Nah.
That sounds very scary, right?
I don't want that. What if someone freaking unplugs you?
That would be a better change to society. Farming.
What?
Let's see.
It wouldn't, Dad.
What else do we miss? Okay, so that's all detached. Yeah, there is definitely talk of that. It's part of that whole... Was Kurzweil, is that the guy's name? That weird dude made a fortune selling pianos. Anyone else have any ideas? I'm running out of ideas here where these bolts are. Like none of that stuff actually comes off. I I know there's another bolt for this, and I just don't know where it's at. For the transmission, there's a third bolt somewhere. But I thought I got it. Yeah, I agree with you, Tracer. It is terrifying. A head transplant. Whoa. That sounds funny and painful.
That sounds serious.
Cloning people, yeah, that kind of stuff. Well, I think they're trying to reduce the population is the whole Kurzweil idea.
Now, why would you want to do that?
I'm thinking maybe, Billiam. That's what I'm going to do.
Why would you want to reduce the freaking population?
Well, to save the Earth.
What?
You said what?
People like that make no sense.
I know. Let's destroy ourselves to save the Earth. That way we can be here for, well...
That way it can be here freaking by itself forever.
Yeah, anyway, I like George Carlin's comments on all that stuff. It's pretty funny. Cloning. All right, so we're going to pop the hood here and see. I think, like, oh, it's still popped. Man, I beat the crap out of the car working on it. All right, so I'm thinking down here is this clutch part that I am not accessing right there. Does that, it does have a bolt, and I think it's loosened. I can't get in there. Yeah, right, exactly. I think that's a size 2. Where's my other toolkit? We're going to grab the spanner. This way I have one down and one up. Oh, weird. Like a clone dog? You have the same dog for the rest of your life? Ah, man. That's just weird. It's not natural. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't.
What?
Like that whole, like, having clone dogs on backup or having clone self on backup. You said Barbara Streisand. It's not that size. I got to find the right size here. Yeah, that's just weird.
That is weird. People like that need to be stopped.
Stop.
Just stop.
Am I not seeing it because I'm not reaching it, or am I not seeing it because I'm just... Oh, she did clone her dog. Weird. Yeah, I'm sure it's like millions of dollars, right? Never have to be without Fluffy again. Okay, so we got that off. Let's try to pop the gearbox again. Throttle linkage. No, put the tool away, tool. Nope, it's not coming off. It's not coming off. Do I have to... What else is down here? Right, exactly. It's part of life. I've loosened that. I've loosened all of those. This is still attached, but I don't think that's going to matter. I need a Chilton's manual. What if I could look online and see? I mean, I don't really see anything else that can come loose. We've taken those off. We've loosened this up.
Wanna know what I hate?
Oh no, please don't have that happen.
Wanna know what I hate?
What's that, Seth? What do you hate?
Waiting.
Waiting. Well, the waiting is the hardest part. Is that my phone dinging?
Yeah.
Can you
grab it.
can you bring it here, please?
Computer.
I've got that off.
Yeah, don't let Hillary Clinton live forever.
He said, "Oh God, no! Please don't bring her up."
We're not gonna make this political.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna. I'm gonna tab out. I wish you could pause. You can't really pause.
Mom asked what our schedule is. What your schedule is tomorrow.
Oh.
Is it lunch time you're leaving?
Tell her I'm leaving at about 11. That's awesome, Versa Life. It's great to have you here, buddy. Tracer. Oh my. Man. I just don't see anything else that can come off of this. I mean, there's got to be. Maybe no, that's loose. I don't know about that either. All right, so hang on. I'm going to save the game. We need to save. I'm going to get my car body fixed anyway. So hang on. Let's just do this. We're going to go out for a sec. Yeah, it's just what I'm doing. I'm going to go to Google. You guys can watch me do this. What Care Bear? No, he's not. Just wish our PM doesn't. Oh, he's a freaking clown. All right, let's see here. So give me a second here to get out. The bus just hit you. Oh, I've seen that happen before. It ain't pretty. All right, so here we go. Gonna open up this. We're gonna go out here. My summer car. Removing the gearbox. That's so funny, Verda. Vets are life. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. They are fun. Good way to remove the gearbox. Take the rocker and bolt the rocker's pistons, blah, 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 blah. Really? So you can just take off the rocker cover, unbolt the rockers. For the pistons, you may need to remove the front wheels, remove the drive staffs, undo 7mm clutch lining nut, undo the gear linkage, remove the exhaust pipe, undo one engine mount, undo all gearbox bolts, remove the gearbox. Can you imagine not putting the thing back in and... Oh, it's your sister. Okay, that makes sense, Kyle. There you go. Okay, so Kyle's sister has now entered the stream. We all know. We've been warned. Oh my. Okay, so it sounds like so you just need to unscrew 7 bolts on the right side of the gearbox and one 10mm bolt in the middle. You can then right click and remove the gearbox. Once it's removed, unscrew the 6 bolts to remove the drive gear. Drive gear. Let's see. All right, I need to replace the gearbox as worn down. So you make sure you remove the gearing. Okay, so it says there's 6. There's 7 altogether. There's a 10mm bolt in the middle, which for some reason I have not found. Huh. Well, let's do this. The one thing we're going to do is we need to go to the My Summer Car editor. We're going to edit that. We're going to get the car fixed back up again, about the body, now that I've smashed the crap out of it. So we need to go to downloads. Yes, John. What's up, kid?
Scooter.
Is Scooter going to play in here now?
Yes.
We'll be back. Hey, iRock, I know you're late. That's so funny. Selling ice cream to kids will be fun. Oh my, I've missed some comments as I'm looking in here. We need to find the Emmy's Tech. Don't make him growl, John.
He growled by himself.
Okay, we need to delete this. That's the one they said to get rid of. This one. And then there we go. So we've taken care of that. And we're going to go to My Summer Car and reopen it. There we go. It's okay. You can be late. That's okay, Rebel. I'm hungry. Nothing wrong with eating dinner with your pa. You said Arthur ignores little people. What? I couldn't get there fast enough. I'm sorry. Oh, it's in the middle of the night now. I should. Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I should probably go to sleep. Should probably turn the garage light off too first before I go to sleep. We'll pick it up in the morning. Yeah, that's what I've heard. The stuff is, whoa. Keep the boogeyman out of the house, and we'll go to sleep. Unplug the phone so the drunk doesn't call us yet. I don't want to do this. I want to get the car finished.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's sleeping. He's waking. He's up. And, okay, so now we're going to go to the shower. We're dirty again. It's dirty. There you go, Gator. All right. You sure the sheets are back? I do not play War Thunder. I don't mind War Thunder. I just don't play it. So what happens if you don't pee? Do you just burst with pee, or do you die? I think you die, don't you? Lee. I don't... It was too capture the flaggish for me. I felt like every time I played, all it was about was capturing the 3 points. That's all you do. The Killdew, I think, is done, actually. But I want to get the car working first. We need it. Our roads are so bad right now in Ohio. It's really bad. It needs to be done bad. Like, as Cleveland is a mess. The roads are all torn up. I mean, it's just awful. Ohio needs a revamp. It's a great state. It just needs some love. So there's a 10 millimeter bolt somewhere on the transmission that we are missing. We didn't need to loosen any of these. They said you can just take it out, and that's what I was looking for. But it's kind of fun to do it, like take everything apart, because it's like that makes it a little bit more realistic anyway. But let's see here. So where's this 10 millimeter bolt? Is it? They said it's in the middle. Is that it? Or is there another one? We'll try this one. And if that's not it, I'll tighten it back up. No, that was it. I would have never found that. Okay. All that for nothing. For that. Okay, so there's the gearbox. We've got it out. All right, no politics, guys. Gator, that means you. I know. Let's see. So now we got... let's see here. So these got to come off next. I got to find the right size for that. I'm going to bring my... Put that away. Pick the toolbox up. Thank you. Well, I forgot to get the bug spray. Hang on. That's going to drive half my viewers away. Everybody hates the bug sound. I've literally got gallons of bug spray in my closet. Look at all this bug spray. Look at all that. No more bugs. Tool time. Do. Don't touch this. Wait, can't touch this. Do. Yeah, Mark had to do the rear shocks on his car. They were a little, let's just say, because it's a 38-year-old car, let's just say they were a little bit tight. He had a hard time getting those off, man. Kyle. Look, there it is. I'm going to start big and work my way down because these are bigger bolts. I don't know what size they are, but... Come on, where's my guide? League, you're supposed to know what size these bolts are just right off the bat. Like, oh, they're this size. Nope. You said I was definitely wrong. Batting zero here. Really? I don't think so. No. Come on. 42. Oh my gosh, really? Okay, they were little. I'm not answering any more questions about pickup trucks, Gator. No politics, no pickups. Or motors. I know, it's a Humvee. All right, whatever. How about if you save up your money and then decide what you want to get? There's no point in talking about it until you got the funds. Every day you have a completely different vehicle. I don't blame him, Care Bear. Oh, there goes that. And so now we need to find the size for this, which could be 1 since I was so wrong about the other ones. The differences between a no religion, no politics, no trucks. The difference between a Humvee and a Hummer. Okay, so the Humvee is the actual military, and then the first generation Hummer. A Hummer is basically like the civilian version. And so the Hummer's like the one for civilians. The Hummer 1, Hummer, or the H2, the H3, all those. Those are Hummers. The Humvee is actually the military equivalent. And the first edition Hummer that you could buy as a civilian. So that's the difference. Okay, Kara. Ay, ay, ay. The subject matter you're hitting is, well, not good. Yeah, they are gas hogs for sure. I had a Humvee one time. I was in my Jeep Cherokee and I was going to a property and I wasn't paying attention. I had to pull off the side of the road because I missed my turnoff. And I pulled off to the side and it looked like it was flat, but it was actually like an embankment, like that was in grass, and it was all mushy. So I pulled over to let a car go by and then make a U-turn to get to the property. And I ended up getting man, that took forever to get that out. I ended up getting my Jeep stuck. Like the Jeep slid sideways into this embankment, and I was like, "Oh no!" And since I wasn't moving, I had it in 2-wheel drive and stuff. I wasn't ready for it, and so I had to go to. Thankfully, a guy in an original Hummer came by with a belt strap, and he was able to pull me out like within 5 minutes. Of course, it's Medina, where I live. But this is before I lived down here. It was when I was just working down here. I didn't live in Medina yet. I was still living up in Cleveland. This dude drives up in a big Humvee, and I'm like, sweet. He's like, I can pull you out. I'm like, all right. And so we hooked it around the, what do you call it? This, what do you call this? The arm right there, the suspension arm. And he very slowly pulled me out and got me back up on my feet. Man, I had the thing was pulling to the right. I thought I damaged it. I was like, oh no, this truck is like totally screwed up now. But really all it was there was just so much mud. I had to take the wheels off and pull like everything off, the brakes apart, and I had to clean it all out, and then it was fine. But everything was a mess in there because it was just such a muddy experience. Oh no! The whole thing fell apart. Oh no, okay, wait, that's the old Flywheel. It was the original Hummer. No, it was a legit Hummer. Yeah, the original Humvee that they sold as commercial was a Hummer. So it was an actual Humvee, like it was the real thing, like it's what the military used. It was just a civilian version. It didn't have like the military I won't say avionics, that's not what I was going for, but the military like specs, you know what I mean? Like as far as like computers and stuff inside, but everything else was exactly the same as what you buy for the military. It was an actual military vehicle, which was cool. They were really expensive. But no, the H2 was where they broke off, and the civilian Hummers were different than the military Humvees. So anyway. Kyle, don't let your sister get to her. We'll just ignore her. Some people's kids. So anyway, the Humvee was, I think that was back in the late 80s or early 90s when it was released, because I think I was in high school. And they were really cool. It was a cool vehicle. Really, I think they're about $150,000 though to purchase civilian, the original ones. So how do you unflip your van? Good luck. Put your hands out, duck low, and start pushing. Try to get it to run against something. Sometimes if you can get in the middle of it, you can flip it. Or you can get the tractor and run into it till it flips. That would be the other way to do it. But if you're doing it by hand, usually by hand is the best way to do it. But you just have to keep trying until you get it. You try to get it to pop, so. A crash and caught fire. Well, yeah, if you drop a Humvee, you know, I mean, anything if you drop like that far, it might catch on fire. Let's see here. So we're going to put this back on first, and then I'll start tightening all the bolts that we loosened all over the car. Hopefully I'll get them all.
Careful, that's scooter's on you.
I know, I won't move. My Chihuahua's here for the girls. My daughters are, on spring break this week, and they wanted to have. My mom has their dog. You know, Scooter's been living at my mom's house, and so they wanted to have him down for the weekend. So the Scooter's here under my chair. This little Chihuahua, he's super cute. He's my little pal. Yeah, delivering any kind of vehicle, like once again, that whole airplane dropping a vehicle thing, sometimes it works, but I think for something like that, it breaks it up. All right, hey, Vets Are Life, have a good night, man. Thank you for joining. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream, and we will see you next time. Yes, the whole stream will be on YouTube. It'll be broken into episodes like usual, but it will be on YouTube, so you'll be able to catch it there. I need to find the 10 millimeter bolt that we need to put back on. Spanner 8, spanner 9, spanner 10. We're going to hop down into the pit here and get that thing back on so I don't miss it. Yep, there it is. So the gearbox is now reattached, but I do have to do damage control here because I've loosened all of this stuff up. So hopefully I'll remember what I did, but Gator, the comments are getting a little long. No, Mark's done. He's pretty much over the military at this point. I'm like, are you going to go back in? He's like, nope, I'm done. He's like, I just want to have my life back. I don't want to have to be beholden to anyone. And he's like, I'm ready to get out of here. So he's done. He's done with his military stuff. He's got 3 more years, but no, he's not interested at all in doing any more military stuff. He's over it. So it sucks because they own you basically. And he's like, I don't like it. I don't want to do it anymore. But he could be a pilot in the Air Force. He just has to do the training to do it. I mean, it's not something you aren't just a pilot. There's a lot you have to go through. First of all, you have to get your college because you have to be an officer, and then you have to work on, doing the tests and passing all that stuff, and then you move on to being a pilot. But he could do it in the Air Force anyway. So. But yeah, you could do Apache helicopter. You could also do, well, right now you could do the A-10. I don't know how much longer they're going to have those though. I think the Warthog's going out of style, so they won't be having that anymore. Scooter, you're tickling my foot. What's up, Maine Puritan? Let's see, I'm almost done. I think this is all back together. So we put the racing flywheel in. I've got to get underneath the car though and figure out all that stuff. Doing great, my friend. Thank you for asking. Life is good. And I'm relaxed. Tonight has been a relaxing night. No pressure. No drama. I got done with work today at about noon. Maybe like 1 o'clock. Actually 2 o'clock. Did some recording of played around on the internet a little bit, released some videos, did some recording of Deliverance, Kingdom Come. And then I hi. What's up, Goosey? Then I took about an hour nap. 40 minutes, and then got up and started doing this. So all of a sudden the day is over. I'm going to put the starter in. That goes right here. Oh, no, it doesn't. There we go. I got to find the right size bolt for that. The game, it goes on forever. That's what's funny about it. Like, you'd think it would end eventually, but it's the gift that keeps on giving. The developer keeps adding stuff to the game, and so then all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, I got to do that. Like you you always have stuff to do because there's always new stuff added in. So anyway, Gator says if he goes into the Army after high school, he's going to stay in for 20 years, hands down, until you can wrap. I mean, there's no, I mean, you have to see. I've got lots of people that say, I've got lots of friends that said that when they started and then they quit after 4 years because they hated it. I've also got friends that went in and stayed in. So like my friend that's a Coast Guard, Mark's out, right? And he was gonna be like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna retire doing this, and he hates it. So just wait till you get in. Sign up for 4 years. Don't be stupid. Don't believe the recruiters. They lie like crazy. Hey, you got it. Good job, Golden Trends. So don't sign up for anything. Sign up for 4 years. If you're gonna do it, sign up for the 4-year agreement. If you like it, you can re-enlist later, but do not sign up for more than 4 years because if you hate it, you're stuck. Like there's no what.
Scooby loves you.
I know he loves me.
He's hiding underneath the chair.
I love Skewy too. That was so important that you had to interrupt the stream.
Yeah, that is very important to know that our cutest dog.
This cutest dog in the world loves me.
Yeah.
But it's if you can handle it and you like it, then it's a great career because you retire when you're like 40. And then you can go on and have a career doing something else, and you still get your full pension and everything. So you're making like double income. You got a pension coming in, and you get the money that you did while you're working from 40 to like 60. Then you're rich. Most of those guys do really well, or they blow all their money. Hey, leave him alone. Don't make him growl. And watch that door. The dog flew the coop. And Mark is calling. You wonder if this game will ever get out of beta? Probably not. Hold on, let me answer it.